Yo, what is up, people on the internet? New year, same cars. But with that being said, we're gonna do a whole update on the entire Sukiddo fleet. Obviously, we've had a handful of cars, and we want to give you guys an update and an idea of where the cars are going to be going, what direction they're going to be going in 2026. Because a couple of them have been on the channel for a little while for some reason, so we'll go over that in today's video. But starting off, we're gonna check out the 240. This is kind of the main meat and potatoes of the channel for a while. This is the Nissan 240SX that I purchased from Trent.
Yep.
This was your first car ever, actually. And
I just love bringing that up.
well, you know, last year we got the car completely swapped over to the NASR 20 out of a Spec S S15. So this is an NASR out of an S15. So fully swapped over, everything, running gear is good. We're gonna be upgrading the cooling system. Eventually I'd like to make a set of headers, or if the funds and everything's in the right spot, turboing this, because you can turbo the NA. If you've seen in the last video, we got the interior all tuned up. So we got the bucket seat, wheel, everything in there. A couple more touch-ups in here that need to happen, but we still have all the gauges to put in here. I have a full cluster build out. That's going to be a video coming very soon. That's going to be a cool one. Of course, we got the kit on it last fall before the weather got kind of nasty. So the kit still needs painted. The whole car needs paint. There's still a lot of odds and ends on this car, but it's finally running, driving, moving. Got to do a gear, re-gear it, change the muffler, you know, little things, some bigger things. But that's where this car is going, is it's really just going to continue to progress and get perfected and be able to drive hard, beat on it, thrash on it.
Yeah, this spring, hopefully we're able to kind of try and actually slide this car around a bit, learn it.
Yeah.
At least you'll be able to learn the car a bit.
Yeah, finally drift it. That is the goal and direction for the NASR hatch. So, that being said, we'll move on to talking about and going over Trent's 240. Going over the state of Trent's 240.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We can go look at it real quick.
We don't have to.
Let's go look at it. Come on. You ain't first or last. Shake and bake, baby. Just sneak out of the...
If the engine don't start, you're not in the race.
So, come out here. Kind of got to film from this angle because we got a new vehicle to the right. That's going to be on the channel soonish, but...
Yeah, well, as you can see, it's kind of just been sitting here right now. Here. Yeah, we got it close to almost running, but when we tried to actually fire it up for like a video or like show you guys, just nothing. Nothing.
It would run for a little bit sometimes with starting fluid, but then that completely gave out.
It would only start on starting fluid, and now it doesn't even start on starting fluid at all.
Pop the hood, man.
Yeah.
It's covered in snow. So there's the single cam, all juiced up, headers, everything.
Yeah, it's also kind of hard to really like dig into this car because like there's only really room for one car in there right now.
Yeah.
And since Nathan's car is like the kind of the running, ongoing one right now, his is getting worked on the most, which is good for the channel.
So what's the direction? What's the goal for your hatch?
One of two things is probably gonna end up happening. One, we either figure out what's going on with that engine, like maybe it's a bad, there's a leak somewhere.
Vacuum leak, yeah.
Vacuum leak or something, or there's no way it could be the distributor or timing because it never got out of time. That's impossible. It can't be that. But second option would be just wait, save up some cash, and see if another SR deal maybe pops up, and just swap it over and just be done with that engine, just not even deal with it.
Yeah.
It's it's such a hack job of a harness and like just the way that engine is just set up.
Right.
There's so many vacuum tubes and like just random
Wires
stuff.
and yeah. Besides the drivetrain, everything.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do with the vehicle besides that? Because like they know the state of it, they know it's not running. We did the swap. We got to figure that out still. But like, obviously, you got the new wheels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Finish up the interior, get it kind of put together. Main goal, really, where that car is going to be going, is
I just wanted to get moving.
Driving,
Yeah.
moving, maybe be able to slide.
Yeah, slide. Hell, even just like being able to do a cars and coffee again, or just like a drive. I miss driving 240s. Like I said, like Nathan said, this used to be my car. This used to be my daily. I used to drive this back and forth to work every day, and it's just it's different.
Yeah.
You can only experience what I'm trying to tell you if you drive a 240.
Yeah, if you've owned an S chassis, you know what we're talking about. But
It's even the Honda. I like my Honda, but you just don't get the same feeling of when you're driving in this.
so speaking of the Honda, right? That was a little era of the channel there for a second. The budget Honda. We did the interior overhaul, which was like really sick. Looked really good.
Yeah.
Did the engine bay makeover. Made the D16 look really good.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, it kind of like, I don't want to say it fell off, but they haven't seen it on the channel since.
Well, originally the main focus for me was the Honda when I first got it. That right now it's my daily. I still drive that car every day. I love that car. I really do. But focus kind of shifted when the 240 came about.
Right.
That we found at a spur of a moment, had to jump on a deal, and it's like, all right, 240 time. So that was the main thing. But to also work on that car, I also need to try and maybe get another vehicle or some way, because that's my main transportation. So if I put that up, I'm out of a vehicle.
You can't. And like the engine's got a lot of burn, a lot of oil burning through it. So it's like it's either need a valve job or it needs head gasket or rings or something. So it needs some motor work, needs tuned up there.
Well, even that or
shifter linkages. I mean, but that's the problem. That's the hard thing with working on a car that you drive daily. It's because of something, and you know, nothing ever goes planned. It never goes right. When you're working on something comes up, you need a new bolt, you need a part, you got to wait on it, then you can't drive it. If you were to do your whole shifter linkage, all that, probably be a simple job. But if it doesn't fully work, now you can't shift. Now you can't drive to work.
Well, it's also a car from 1989, and we live in like Upper Ohio. So we live in the Rust Belt, and guaranteed underneath that car, there's going to be some rusty bolts, the frame. It's all going to need work. I wanted to do.
It needs metal work.
It needs
so that's like
work.
putting it up. You don't just do metal work in a day.
Even we eventually want, I have the parts too, but I eventually want to do a rotor swap, because right now it's a drum.
Yeah,
Drums
the whole disc brake conversion.
But that also needs to be done with, and of course, you know, like I said, rust. So there's a chance that maybe something goes wrong, a bolt breaks, and now I have to find a bolt to replace that.
Long story short, you haven't given up on the CRX. You haven't given up on the Honda. You haven't given up on the idea or the aspiration to have a grip car rather than just drift cars.
Oh yeah,
it's still there for both of us. And really what's holding us back on working on the Honda and making more videos on it is just you getting a daily. A daily for your daily. So we can work on your current daily.
Well, this would eventually not be a daily anymore, and you actually start doing the fun stuff to it. Like, we already broke down what we wanted to do with it for the channel, like roll cage, body work.
Yeah, fix all the metal work, get her running good, like half cage or full cage.
Get gauges going. I would even like to get one of those like shifter lights when you're about to shift and it blinks. I would love to have one of those in there. I think that would be sick, just right on the side of the bezel for the gauges and shit. So the CRX will be back, hopefully this year. Hopefully come maybe like spring or maybe midsummer or something. Yeah. Especially if we get when we get the 240 going, and if you can kind of bebop around in that, you'll be able to just kind of do some work on the CRX. But okay.
Well, that's kind of like the three main cars. So there still is the Lexus, the IS 300 with 2JZ, NA motor and everything. I bought that specifically for my fiance to drive, and so she could have something to kind of like mess with and work on. We could build it out together. That's still going to get a build and get some parts and slowly get some stuff. It's just a really, really nice daily car. You can get in it. It's comfortable. It rides smooth. It's not that. It's not from the 90s. It's a nice Lexus from the early 2000s. So there will be videos on that. That's kind of the current state of it. It's covered in snow right now because, well, it's not really the best winter vehicle. And yeah, that's kind of all the cars. I still have I still have but
The forgotten child of the
I almost don't even want to put that in here, so like when I get back to it, I can be like, the car I forgot about or something, or like new car. And it's like, if you're an OG, you know, there's just the 240.
Where's your Miata? What happened to the Miata?
Miata got sold.
Do you still have your
Miata's
Miata?
gone. So cool. I'd buy another Miata if it was like dirt cheap and I had money to burn.
I feel like I'd make I'd just make a Miata out of a grip car just to practice like actual track driving. Because they have a Miata spec like classes, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, spec racing Miata. That's
the only
biggest. Reason. I think the biggest spec racing class in probably America is Miatas.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'd get one.
Yeah.
NB just for that. That's all I'd get one for.
We bought a new vehicle today. You'll see that in a future video, and it's something that will help us do more car stuff, if that makes sense. So we'll leave it at that. Yeah. I don't know how much of a video this really is. Kind of talked about the state of all the cars. They're all in shambles still. One's barely moving.
I'm about to just start recording this.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time watching this instead of
this
working
is
on the
honestly
cars.
a horrible idea. We really just put like the biggest distraction
And you,
in the garage.
like,
when we're supposed to be doing work in here.
I think I have, at least at this point, I'll have like 170.
Jesus.
Once the new shipment comes in, I'll have 170, if not more. Next video will definitely be wrenching. It's been a really cold week, so even out here with the heaters on, it's hard. I wanted to polish up the car and everything, but it's
just too cold still.
A little too cold. I don't want to be, I don't know, maybe we'll try it coming up, but I don't know. This video might get scrapped. This video go up. I just jumbled those words, but I don't know. We'll see you guys in the next video. Do the YouTube stuff.
Leave a comment down in the comment section of what you want to see us do in the future.
Yeah, we need your help.
We need your help for
we
ideas.
Don't make videos. But yeah, peace. All right, outro clip, Trent. What is your go-to down bad struggle meal?
Ramen noodles with leftovers thrown in with potatoes.
That's it. That's it.
It gets you through some shit. Like now.
All right. Well, you've heard what he's been on. He got a new job, so he'll be eating a little bit better.
Yeah, I had sushi yesterday.
Yupper.
Blowing all my money.